I raise my hand for my traders. I got a confession to make. I have broken rules. I have done things that's just not right in the market. I have fell into FOMO. I have rushed trades. I have been impatient. I have done all these different things. And I realize that whenever I do those things, I have lost sight of my vision. I have lost the vision. And for you, maybe you have been in that same space where you're just like, man, I'm constantly just like, I feel like I'm just not getting ahead in trading. And it's maybe not that you're not a good trader. That's why you're not getting ahead. But I think sometimes it's just, you might have just lost sight of the vision. And oftentimes, whenever we think about this day trading thing and this swing trading and scalping and all these different things, we want to see wins every day. We want to see our account go from this point to this point in a matter of 10 minutes. Because that has been the culture of trading. That, like, literally whenever you look at trading, that's the culture of who made the most money, right? But let's break that, right? Let's get back to your vision. Let's get back to you being the trader that you desire to be. Let's get back to you being the trader when you first started. Your first thought of the reason that you're even in the market, the reason that you decided and have a desire to trading. Let's get back to that place. So today, I am going to just show y'all a practical thing that I think can like spark your vision back. Oftentimes, what the enemy is trying to do is simply just steal your vision, and we know that his job is to steal, kill, and destroy. So let's get your vision back. And this is not just made for you, this is also made for me. Whenever I seen this as well, it kind of like just put a whole bunch of things in perspective, and maybe it will put things in perspective for you as well. I want us to kind of get out of this thought of trying to get rich today in trading, and let's remember the long-term game. Let's become traders that we're established traders. Like, we're traders that can have the same account for years and years and years and years, and not bull rush or just trade crazy because we're trying to make a certain amount in a certain day. Like, let's just get back to what we know to do. All right. So again, I'm going to just show you just a practical thing. This is very simple. This is very simple, but it will absolutely change your life and it will spark your vision back. All right. First off, before we even get into what I want to show you all, I just want to go over this, building your trading foundation. This is great for all beginner traders, those that just are starting off and wanting to create a trading foundation, right? Many traders, I feel like many of us are good traders, but we don't have a strong foundation, and that's why some of us don't last long. So if you are a beginner trader or a struggling trader, maybe you just simply have not built a strong foundation. Maybe you were a person like me that kind of just jumped into the market, right? Started watching a bunch of YouTube videos and just jumped into the market. But let's think about this. What on earth lasts without having a solid foundation? So if your trading doesn't have a solid foundation, I know some of you probably are thinking right now, how can you have a solid foundation in trading? Well, this is what this is about. It is a 4-part training where I simply teach you how to build your foundation, but using biblical principles. So that is super exciting. So it is on my website. So if you click on the link below, you will be able to receive this. All right, y'all. So this is simply a calculator. Like, let's just start there. That's what we're going over, a calculator. And I'm going to show you exactly how powerful it is when you get back to your vision. Okay, and getting back to the big picture of trading. All right. So whenever I trade and I kind of get in a rat race of trading, I'm taking a lot of one-to-ones and I'm kind of just in and out of the market. And I realize that whenever I'm doing this for a long period of time, it's not effective. All right, it's not effective. And maybe you are a trader that you're kind of just constantly taking trades out the day. You're just taking small risks. You're losing, you're winning, you're losing, and you're just in this up and down state. Well, I'm going to show you today, simply through a calculator, why you're constantly in this up and down state. Okay, so we're going to focus on a few things today: win rate and our RR. So we have 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, and 5-to-1. We literally get back to the basics, y'all. 20%, right? So your win rate is 20%, and this is all correlating based upon 1 month. So out of a month, this is what this is correlating on, okay? So 20%, let's just say your win rate is 20%. That means that you are winning 6 trades and you are losing 24 trades. Listen, this you don't like. Listen, if you're winning 6 trades and losing 24 trades, it's a few things happening. You're either over trading, or your strategy may not be that strong, or like you don't have a strategy at all, and you're just kind of you're just trading, or you're just like, again, you're just over trading. You might just be taking a whole bunch of trades at a time, and it's just like, and for some of us, we might take 30 trades in a single day. All right, so, but again, we're just going to focus on a month. That's a whole nother conversation, like, that we have to talk about later on. All right, but 6 wins, 24 losses. Listen, if you're taking the 1-to-1s at the end of the month, you're going to be in drawdown, and this is based upon risking $10. So just risking $10. Maybe you don't have a big account. Maybe you have a $100 account, a $50 account, and you're just risking $10. I want to focus on you right here at this moment. All right, so you can actually see the math based on how you're trading and how many times you're trading. Of course, this is based on you're taking 1 trade a day. All right, so 6 wins out of 24 L's, right? You're losing at the end of the month. You're going to be in drawdown $180. All right, so $180, that is what you are drawn down to. Now, a 2-to-1, right? You are going to be down $120. A 3-to-1, you're going to be down $60, and a 4-to-1, you're going to be break even. So for a 4-to-1, 20%, that means that you're only winning 6 trades. You're still at break even for only winning 6 trades out of the whole month. All right. Now, a 5-to-1, you're going to make some profit. It's not much, but guess what? You're going to end the month with some profit. All right. Now, why am I showing you this? Because some of us, whenever we lose, it hurts us so bad that we forget the big picture. Don't forget the vision. Don't forget the end of the month, the end of the week. Whenever you start to calculate these things and put these things into perspective. All right. So look, I'm not going to go through each one of them. All right. I'm going to just hit a few ones that I feel like maybe this is where a lot of us are at right now. Right. So we're going to just jump to the 40% win rate. All right. Of course, you can look at the 30%, see where if this is your range, look what would it be. But we're going to look at the 40%, and then we're going to look at jump to the 60%. So we got 40%, 12 wins, 18 losses. That is not bad. That is not bad. Now, if you're only taking 1-to-1s, well, then you're still going to be in drawdown at the end of the month, negative $60. If you're going to take 2-to-1s, you're in positive $60. If you're going to take 3-to-1s, 180, 4-to-1s, 300, and 5-to-1s, 420. All right, so 420. So that means that if you are risking $10 and you're looking for a 5-to-1 and you hit 12 5-to-1s at the end of the month, guess what? That $10 that you're risking has just made you $420. How many of us can use an extra $420 at the end of the month? Okay. Now, 60%, 18 wins and 12 losses. Now, this is a really solid month. This is not bad. 60% is not, this is good. This is good. I don't care what anyone says. This is good. Now, when you start getting to 70 percentile and 80 percentile, 90 percentile, of course, those are like, you're doing great, right? We're doing great at that point. But this is good. I don't want you to think that this is bad, all right? So 60%. Now, remember, you're only winning 18 and you're losing 12 trades, right? So, but because you're thinking about the vision, you're thinking about the big picture overall, at the end of the month, you're taking the 1-to-1s, $60 profit. RR with 2-to-1s, $240. 3-to-1, $420. 4-to-1, $600, and 5-to-1, $780. $780 on a 5-to-1. If you're hitting 12 of them, right? I'm sorry, you're hitting 18 of them. That's $780. That's almost $1,000 extra that you're risking only $10 a day for. $10 a day, and mind you, there might be trades where you're just hanging out in the trades and it's running for days, And it's constantly, you're hitting 5 to 1s, 10 to 1s, 15 to 1 off of one single trade because you decide to let that trade run. A lot of times when we're closing early, a lot of it's because of fear. Some of us, and again, depending on what time frame you trade on, that also affects if you're just kind of scalping in your plan. But if you're really wanting to see long-term growth, and you know that maybe you don't win like that often, that means that you're looking at these 3 to 1s to 5 to 1s, maybe really good targets for you. Right now, this is now let's jump over to risking $20, right? Risking 20 bucks, and I'm gonna kind of go through this one fast, just so you guys can see. 20% if you're taking 1 to 1s, 20% if you're taking 1 to 1s would be negative 360. 5 to 1 is 120, right? And let's just jump straight down to 60%. That is 18 to 1. I'm sorry, 60%, 18 wins and 12 losses. That's $120 if you're going to win 60% of your trade and you're risking a 1 to 1. And if you're risking $20 and hitting 5 to 1s for 60% wins, that's over $1,500, which is absolutely amazing. From $20 a day, think about that, y'all. $20 a day by the end of the month can pay you a few bills at a time. All right, so let's $50. $50. We are now, as you guys can see, that long-term 1 to 1s, if you're taking one trade a day, unless your win rate is really high, it's going to be very tough to be profitable. All right. 2 to 1s are decent. They're not bad at all either. They're not bad. But again, this is based upon your how well you are at trading, right? How good are you at trading? Because even if you're winning 30% of your trades, that's 9 trades out of 21 losses, you're still in drawdown, right? You're still in drawdown on these trades right here. And that is for 2 to 1s, and that's 30%, and 2 to 1, and that's 20%, of course, right? But I believe that you will start seeing more success when you start. Now, I'm not telling you what to target, all right? You do what's comfortable for you as a trader. But I wanted you to just to give you this perspective today, just because this perspective blessed my life today, and just brought my vision back. Right? Just brought my vision back, because I have moments where I lose the vision as well, because I'm so focused on today that I'm forgetting about my tomorrow. Okay. So let's not do that. Now let's jump to $100. If you're risking $100 a day, right? Listen, look at what a 5 to 1 could give you, even if you are losing. If you're winning 20%, that's $600 at the end of the month. 30%, $2,400. 40%, $4,200. 50%, that is $6,000. And 60%, that's $7,800. Y'all, mind you, look at the losses. Now, these losses are also at $100 a piece. All right, so if you did $100 times 12, that would be $1,200. If you did $100 times 15, that would be $1,500. If you did $100 times 18, it's $1,800, and so on and so on and so on. Now, when you're taking these wins, you're just going to simply subtract them together, and this is what you're going to be getting. All right, if you're doing 18, you have 18 wins, and they're 5 to 1s, right? And you subtract it from that $1,200. Well, guess what? You're going to end up with $7,800. So let's just get back to the place, y'all. Let's get back to the place where we remember that this is not just a short-term thing. A lot of time we think about day trading, we're just thinking about short-term, today. But this video is also made to help you for you to get understanding of, listen, it's okay to lose. It's okay if the market goes against you. Have a plan, have a blueprint of how you want to trade. This right here, in my next video, I'm going to have a strategy. It's going to be a strategy video. It's a few things I want to show you. I want to show you my strategy, right? And also what the Lord had literally gut punched me with that I didn't know I had, that he revealed about me. And I thank God that He revealed it to me, but it hurt me, right? It hurt me, and yeah, it hurt me about me. It hurt me about me, y'all. So, but y'all, this is really it. I just wanted to share this with y'all. I hope it bless your life. If you need to screenshot this so you can keep it, right? If you are a person that risks $50, $100, $20, $10, you can screenshot these things. So you can keep them. You can, if you risk more than this or less than this, you can format your chart or your calendar so you can constantly see. Constantly see. Start to journal and keep track of how many trades you're winning. Maybe you had a 20% month. Maybe you had a 60, a 70% month. Keep track of that. All right. When you start to keep track of that, the way that you're even going to think about your trades are going to be different. This will cause you to think like, man, to think about trades bigger, to think like, okay, like if I have a target in mind, that means that the way that I need to trade might be different. If I'm always getting into trades just to take a quick trade and then I'm done, how efficient is that going to be long term? Now, again, I am not a financial advisor, and if that works for you, then you keep doing what you're doing. But if that has not been working for you, maybe it's time to reconstruct some different things. All right, but look, that's gonna be it. God bless y'all, and I will talk to y'all on the next video. Bye.